Brian, what is your thoughts on the, right here, I got my notes, on 14 million homeowners refinancing during the pandemic? What is your thoughts about that?
That's a brilliant move. If you did it, good for you. I'm happy to hear that. And those new homeowners that also bought with these low interest rates, I applaud you. I think it's probably one of the most mogul moves you could have done, because who knows when this is ever going to come back again, if it ever does. And refinancing, which, funny enough, with this pandemic, a lot of people did cash out refinance and took some equity out from their home. And I know a few people that lost their jobs, and luckily they were able to maneuver that, and they've used that money as a safety net. Yeah, man. So if you're using it to survive, to help your situation out, or if you're using it to just put more money in your bank account and refinance, great move, because interest rates.
What's your favorite way of using it, of going around that?
Well, I'll tell you two things, and I think that if you're refinancing and then how to use it. Well, if you're refinancing, the best move that could happen is that you actually did it this time around, and I'll tell you why. With inflation going up, what's going to be the Federal Reserve's, I guess, mechanism or tool they're going to use to slow down inflation? They're going to raise interest rates. Yep. That's something that's going to happen. So if you did the refinance now, good move. Now, how do you leverage a refinance? And we'll give an example right now. Let's say there's this distressed property that you bought, all right, below market. I know it's tough right now in this market, but there are, good deals out there. You buy the home, you fix it, you repair it, and then you do an appraisal on the property. And let's say the home, at this high level, comes back appraised $100,000 over what you bought it for, because of the new remodel that you did, all the beautiful bells and whistles and all that. Now you have equity in the home. You do a cash out refinance, which is called the BRRRR method. You take out that money, and then you can use that money to go buy other property. And it's a wheel. It's a huge wheel that you're doing. Rinse and repeat. That's one way that you can use this. It's a very strategic tool, but only when it makes sense. And in a low interest rate market, this is the best time to do it.
Yeah. So low interest rate markets, refinance. Obviously, if you have an angle.
If you have an angle, if you're just doing it just because your friend or your neighbor next door told you to do it, remember, when you do a refinance, you're getting a brand new loan.
Who should you go for information around refinancing? Even seeing if it's a good time for you to refinance, if you should not. Who are good resources? Who are good people to go to get that information?
Okay, so I'll do a couple things. Number one, I'll say talk to lenders. Okay, mortgage brokers. Go to your bank. If you have a financial advisor, talk to your financial advisor. I will tell you, fair warning, if you go to a mortgage office, they're going to try to hit you over the head and get that refinance out of you. It's a business at the end of the day. But if you want completely, unobstructed opinion, okay, and you just want the facts, the best way to go about it would be talk to an accountant, all right? Try to run your numbers. And even there's calculators out there that'll show you, refinance calculators, and compare what it is that you have in principal, interest, property tax, insurance, all that, and see how much are you really going to save. Because if you're going to save only $100, maybe it's not worth it. But if you're saving $300, $500, $600, it's a no-brainer.
Totally. And let's say you said advisors. Is it better to go through your bank financial advisor or through an outside financial advisor?
I think a trusted advisor. If you go to a trusted advisor, it makes sense because you're doing business with them. So I would go down that route. I'm always a proponent of do your own homework, do your own math.
So where can people go do their own homework?
You just go on YouTube. You can go on YouTube. There's refinance calculators. You run your own numbers. I will say talk to a mortgage broker, okay, and they can help you out refinance. But mind you, put in the back of your head, that's what they do for a living, okay? So take what they say with a grain of salt and always fact check and do your own due diligence. But the best resources is talk to an advisor, even go to a mortgage broker, but do your homework as well.